Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Kyle Salemi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So, Kyle, I know you're in racing a lot, doing all that stuff. Where do you okay, I should probably start with this. Just kind of talk about a little bit about yourself, what you do and all that.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much a super late model driver. I race at Oxford Plains Speedway.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a very popular track in the recent couple years, and so I spend my time doing that. And then outside of that, I try to do some other things that can help benefit my other life, like jobs and stuff. But
Right.
racing is definitely a big part of my life and all that stuff.
Yeah. So kind of talk about like how you kind of got into racing and all that.
Yeah, so my dad, um, when I was for my whole life, I've been around it. He used to race in the NASCAR Busch Series, which became the K&N Series, known as now ARCA. So I pretty much grew around that my whole life, and have always wanted to be able to do that stuff. And in the recent years, he decided to stick local with the super late model stuff, running the Pass Tour, and like 2020 is when I kind of decided I wanted to step in and start doing it. And from that point on, I've just stuck with it.
You kind of got so if I'm not mistaken, you kind of got started late. Um, so just kind of go into, where you were like 18 or 19 when you started, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Did you?
just turned 18.
Yeah. So is that what you kind of wanted to do and just kind of stick with the local stuff? And then overall, how do you feel like you've done the last few years?
I feel like I've definitely been improving like over the years, whether it's, on track and just outside learning what to do to the car and all that stuff. I've definitely picked up a lot in those 4 years of that I've been a part of it. And it's definitely something that I've really looked to keep doing.
Yeah. So going into this season, just talk about like how things have been going. I know rain has affected a lot of races out there.
Yes.
But overall just trying to get races in and all that, what's that been like?
Yeah, the beginning of the season was full of rain. It was I think the first 2 weeks were just worrying about the rain, but I mean, soon as we were able to kind of get rolling, we were pretty much right in our stride of where we were looking to be. We just wanted to stay focused on what we could take, what we could get, and just find every way to get better every week and work around whatever came in our way, pretty much.
Yeah. So going into, these next few, I know that it's gonna be quite a lot of race. You're gonna try is what I like to call the Oxford Triple this weekend, the local race, and then try to get two pass races, trying to get in for a long time. What do you feel like you got? Because there's a lot of cars out there. I think there was like 40 cars out there, and obviously that was the qualifier for the big show in July. But how have you kind of seen this? How have you kind of seen Oxford just grow over the years?
It's definitely been, growing a lot. I see a lot of, all the races going around New England, and Oxford seems like it's like that center point for all these guys and everyone there. It's such a close, strong competition. There's not a lot of room to really make mistakes at this place. You got to be on it every single lap, and you're racing with the best of the best out there. So it just continues to keep growing, especially with all the big events they're doing, like the 250 and the 300 this year. It's really attracting a lot more people to come to this place.
Yeah. How do you like get ready? Like, what's it like just going out there and how do you like get ready for a race? What do you do?
Not I try to just mainly relax. I'm going out. I try not to think too much. I try to just feel it as time goes on and let what I can pretty much let it all come to me, not force anything that would make me, overthink and make mistakes. Try to just stay in a rhythm and figure out what, take what I can get from what's given to me and just do the best I can every single time.
Yeah. So going into this big thing, this week, what's July with all these names that of course you see on TV every week, like, of course Hemrick and Kyle Busch are going to be there. What's it like to have the that big race on 4th of July weekend? How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one, when it popped up, as soon as I saw the announcement of it, I was very excited to be able to have this because I've done the 250 before, and it's an amazing race to do, and to be able to have another one, it's a pretty cool thing. These big races, there's so much to them. They do such a great job with bringing in all these cars and fans and the atmosphere, and there's so much that you have to take into factor, like the long weekends, all the practice, all the things that you're going to go throughout the longer races. There's a lot that I enjoy about them, and
Yeah,
having all these big names that are coming into it is definitely pretty cool to see how much attention it is getting.
absolutely. Um, so 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 this where do you see yourself going in your racing career? Do you want to just stay a local racer? Do you want to maybe try other things? Want to go for the past title? Do you want to take a shot at the big time, or what are you doing?
I mean, the ultimate goal would be to keep grow and reach that level of travel across to run the NASCAR level stuff. But I mean, this stuff that I'm doing, it is definitely a lot of fun to be able to run this, local super late models. It would be cool to travel to more of these short tracks and go to more events that they host across the country. Because I mean, even just in this type of division, there's so much competition, and it's such an entertaining thing to be a part of for me.
Yeah, for sure. All right. All right, Kyle, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
All
So
right.
what's the best memory you've had in a race car?
Um, I mean, the first time that I mean, the first laps I ever did were definitely something different than what I ever thought. Because you see it from the outside, it looks you think it's so easy, and then when you get in it, it's so much that just hits you right there, and it almost like wakes you up on how much that goes into this stuff. So that was definitely a really cool thing to kind of feel that joining in, and I enjoy being able to just find all these new things every time I go out there and learn more about the car, the track, and just continue to keep finding my way through and building all these great memories of with like my team, my dad, my family, just all these achievements we can just keep growing and reaching.
Yeah, for sure. Um, what's a racetrack you want to race at one day?
Um, One that I definitely want to race at is New Hampshire Motor Speedway because
Mhm.
I live 30 minutes from it, so it's kind of like the track I grew up at. I've
Yeah,
always gone there, so it'd be cool to be able to run there and have all my family around, be able to come watch me race at that track.
yeah, for sure. Um, let's see. What's your favorite food?
Food. If I had to pick a food, it'd probably be steak.
Okay.
I'm a big steak guy.
Favorite movie?
Ooh, that one. There's a lot. I mean, I'm definitely I like Star Wars. Definitely a Star Wars
Okay.
guy.
Yeah,
A lot
nice.
of action type movies with that
Mhm.
type of stuff.
All right. And then finally, what is something people do not know about you?
Huh. Let's think. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people. I think one thing that I think people know, but don't really. It's something I don't make notice. Is it just how it's almost like a determination. I'm always, no matter how hard something is inside, I'm always still thinking of what I can do more, get better. And I kind of not try to express it too much, just, let everything that I can do keep to myself and just work to
Yeah.
get better that way and not
Hmm.
overthink it all.
Okay. All right. Well, Kyle, thanks so much for the time, and we'll definitely have you on again sometime.
Yes, thank you.